Good evening. Thomas here. Thomas Try. I am out walking my dogs. It is 9 o'clock in the evening. It's minus 15 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit, but it's close to zero. It's around 6. I'll put it on the screen, whatever. So sorry for the shaky stuff. I haven't had time to record today. I've been fasting, and also my daughter had a karate championship today that I had to drive her to and attend. She got second. Very proud dad moment. But in order to try, I'm sorry, this is super shaky. Come on, dogs. These dogs are not very cooperative, plus it's actually quite heavy walking out with a straight arm doing this filming. Anyway, what I wanted to say is I just spoke to a friend this evening, and I became a father again for the second time 2 months ago. And so that means that my life for the next 20 years is pretty cut out for me. I'm quite happy about that. I mean, I love the little guy. It was not planned, but I'm super excited to have him here. We now have 4 kids. Oldest one already moved out. It was my second kid, but we have, well, she has 4, I have 2, I guess. We have 2 together. She had 2 from before. And now what I wanted to say is that I'm a big fan of the podcast Modern Wisdom by Chris Williamson. Come on, boys. And he often talks about this problem of people not having children. Now, I became again, father for the second time at 50, 1 month before my 51st birthday. Like, come on. And there's a lot of talk about both women and men in their 40s realizing that it's too late to have children, and there are a lot of regrets around that. And I believe so. Children is, to a large extent, meaning of life. Now, boys, what you doing? Come on. And but one thing that Chris Williamson never mentioned, or I don't hear anyone mention when they talk about having children very late, or often in those discussions not having children, or leaving it, or even leaving it very late getting children. And of course, the longer you leave having children, the higher risk it is. You know, it's like biologically higher risk. When our son was born, my wife is 44. It was the hardest birth-giving process. It was very, very dramatic, actually. Is this due to age or other things? I don't know. However, what I don't hear anyone talk about when you have children late, that I actually think a lot about, and I don't know if I can call it regret, but the biggest downside to having children later in life, you know what that is? It is the fact that you will have less time with that child before you leave this earth. So in my case, I'm now 51 and I have a newborn boy. My mother died when she was 68. If I would die at 68, that means my boy will be 17 when I die. That means I only get 17 years with him. And that breaks my heart. Obviously, I'm doing here on this channel, I'm doing everything and documenting everything that I'm doing to improve my life, to become healthier, so that I will actually live longer. And that is largely motivated by the fact that I am once again become a father, but now I'm old. And I really, really, really want to freaking live till 90 at least, so that I can get at least 40 years together with my boy. I had my first child at 39. She's now 12. And even then, I've had 12 years with her, and it's been the best 12 years of my life. I've had a pretty freaking fucking cool and amazing life, but the last 12 years, having her in my life, cannot be beaten by any of the extremely awesome, cool things I have done in my life. So I'm fearful or scared or sad. Sorry, this light is very bad. I'm quite sad over the fact that I will not have a long life with my new child. I hope I will be able to get 40 years together, but you never know. Shit happens all the time to you health-wise once you go past 50. I have friends that have died in their 50s and in 60. I also have had friends who died in their 40s and even one in their 30s. You never know in life. So that is my biggest sadness, regret, whatever, by having a child very late in life, is that I will have much less time with this child and eventually grandchildren if I should be so lucky. So that is something that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, and I think that is an important thing to also consider when you decide to have children late, is that you will actually have less time with them. So that's all I had for today. There will be a new video tomorrow.